Man, a man being friends with multiple women and him not wanting to have sex with any of them, that is not normal. And not saying he's a weirdo, but it's not normal. We know that. That's what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about the typical, what y'all are saying, cool. Yes, I have a homegirl that I've known since we were kids. We've never done anything, and I would consider her a friend. We don't talk often. We talk maybe like during the holidays, we'll say our piece. If somebody has an accomplishment and they post it or something, we'll say our piece. But as far as these 6-month friendships, and I just met him a year ago at work, I don't think those dudes have, well, most of them. If you line up 100 men and you ask them, well, would you fuck your friend, your homegirl? I think about 80 something of them be like, yeah, I would.
Yeah, but you're skewing the numbers with the 6 months to a year friend. It can be the 20. I'm sorry. But it can be the 20-year friend who he probably didn't see her like that growing up, but now they're in their 20s or 30s. And now when he look at her, she had the wagon she didn't have back then. He thinking about smashing. He thinking about smashing. Absolutely. And now she's with you. Mm-hmm. You don't know he thinking about smashing all the time. Every time he looks at her, every time he hugs her, when he sees her, every time he shakes her hand, gives her a high five. What do you do with that friendship?
Chuck, you just proved my point more. You can't trust none of them shits.
Well, see, here's the thing.
Even that dude is tough to trust. Like,
well, here's the thing, though, Mike. I just want to say that I agree with you that the majority of people in the friend zone, male or female, they want to sleep with the person of the opposite sex, especially if that person's attractive, right? But would they? Now, wanting to and actually doing it are two different things.
Could. It's could.
Right. Well, no, but see, could is a whole, now, and could is different. So
they don't, because the woman's not, they're in the friends. The woman's not going to let them.
But let me get this out. My thing is this. For me, what someone else wants to do with my significant other, it kind of matters none. I'm not going to say it. Let me not say it matters. It matters to me very little, especially if I trust my significant other, which is the woman, to handle that scenario appropriately. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about having someone that you can trust, that if their male friend tries to jump out the friend zone, or if they notice, yo, this dude is giving me crazy advice because I'm beefing with my man and he wants to smash, she's gonna adjust that relationship. She may end it on her own. What I'm saying is, I wouldn't feel the need to dictate that. I would want to be with someone who shares the same sentiment as me when it comes to that subject, and I can trust that they will behave accordingly. See, we tend to let people off the hook by controlling their thoughts. Like, oh no, you should do this. Really, we should just be good people. If you're legit a good friend, you shouldn't be trying to fuck your friend when they're going through something. You're not a good friend.
You're giving people too much credit.
On this podcast, I'm trying to get people to get out of the social norms and stop being scumbags and fucking just be a good friend. Like, don't think with your dick, don't think with your pussy. If you value this person and they're, because I realize that I am in the minority on this. I've spoken to a few people about this, and they actually, majority of them are on your side, Mike. They say, I don't want new friends. Most of them say new. They say, if you guys been friends for years, I'm okay with that, but you can't be popping up with a new female or male friend every other week or whatever. And I agree with that. But that's all stuff that you would see and you would say, okay, hold up. I'm okay with you having male friends, but now you met 5 new dudes this month. So I'm not being naive, right? I'm saying that everything has a boundary, and you have to, but just to summarily dismiss all male friends as scumbags, it's unfair.
Yeah, I've discussed this many a times. I've discussed this many a times where I said I value building trust in relationships. Like, my foundation and how I create and progress in relationships is built on trust. You know, I'm a tone setter, so I'm gonna set the tone as far as I'm never gonna shackle you to unrealistic standards of you can't have this or you can't have that, because it's like I said, it's a trickle down effect where if you tell the woman that you're with she can't do something, that opens a door to you telling her what she can and cannot do with other things. So now, and I said, now she had a bunch of girlfriends that go out and they have fun. You saying she can't have male friends, now she can't go out because males who are pursuing her or friends of friends that you don't want her around, now they don't hit her up. Now she has no friends, female or male. That happens a lot. And it's not an anomaly or anything like that. If you restrict, you're suffocating her lifestyle that she had before you. And now she's not close with other friends. It could be a cousin, or it can, like, because she's insecure about the relationship she has now, and now she doesn't want to disrespect you, so she doesn't hang out with nobody. She's home with you all the time, trying to build a relationship with you, and it has a lot to do with trust, in my opinion. If you don't trust her, you don't, because it's never about the outside. It's never about the person outside. It's always
it's not about my standards and what I want. When women have their standards and what they want, it's no conversation about it. So if I don't want my woman, I'm not saying that, bitch, you can't talk to nobody. I'm not saying that. And also, Chuck, I'm gonna be real. Last episode, you said that you wouldn't mind if your woman physically cheated and had sex with another man. So that's tough for me to actually listen to what the fuck you say right.
You wrote that down, Mike?
I'm kind of torn, man. He said that.
I don't. But here's the thing with that, Mike. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been in a handful of relationships. Mm-hmm. I've cultivated those relationships with trust. I've built on those relationships, and I've dated a lot. So I know what my goal is. And like I said, I'm a tone setter. I set the tone in everything, in every relationship I do. Why am I worried about her having sex with another man when she's the problem? She's the problem. I don't care. Oh, you cheated on me physically with another person? I am not fucking with you no more. I'm not emotionally or mentally distraught.
That's not what you said. You said you would come back and ask her, was it good? And then you'd have sex with her after.
If I stayed. Because we may have built a strong relationship. And that mentally in my mind, that is not an insecurity I have. I feel like, and me and Richard talked about this, that I don't have a lot of the insecurities men have.
So me not wanting my woman to have sex with another man is insecure.
No, don't phrase. Mike, you're good at phrasing.
I'm asking
to get the answer that you want. You ain't fooling nobody.
I think. All right. So
thinking, hold on. Thinking that every man wants to have sex with your girl.
Most of them do.
Is insecure. No.
Most of them do.
Yeah, but having a problem.
Men are built to be attracted to women. That's what we're supposed to do.
Right. So every man wants to fuck your girl if she's attractive. Yeah. So you shouldn't feel no type of way about that.
But why would I have her have men in her circumference and her gravitational pull? They're gonna be there anyway. I hear what you're saying.
Right. But why would they have
that's
an insecurity. That's an insecurity. Being uncomfortable with your woman being around men of the opposite men because they want to have sex with her is an insecurity.
I know for the most part, most men in the friend zone want to have sex with the woman.
Right, but does your girl want to have sex with them? That is a crucial
you're right.
In that equation.
That's what I'm saying. You're right. But
that is the most important part.
But I'm saying, as a man, why would I want to have men that I know want to have sex with my woman around her, calling her, texting her?
Why would your girl want that? She wouldn't want that either. Trust me.
You're right.
If she's loyal, she wouldn't want. So any nigga that's around that she's introducing you to, if she's a good woman, that nigga ain't trying to fuck her, or he hasn't made it obvious. So she's handling that appropriate.
And she wouldn't have men friends because she understands she's not naive to the point that most men want to have sex with her. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but most that doesn't trump everything.
Naive to that point. They should understand that. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying wanting to have sex with her doesn't trump his ability to be a good friend. You know what I'm saying?
I think it does.
But a lot of times, to be honest with you, guys that are secure in the friend zone, those dudes, because I know a couple of them, they legit are like, nah, we don't even do that. We wouldn't even do that.
And especially, and here's the thing, especially in the space we in now, and I noticed this in the generation after us, there's a lot of males who have female friends in the generation after us. And I used to speak to them like, my state of mind was like, are you smoking with shorty? You about to smash? He's like, nah, that's my homegirl. Like, that's just my homegirl.
She's using her for attention, time, and resources.
Nah. But where do you get that? If I'm running into multiple and I'm like, that's just my friend, everybody's just saying we're friends, we're hanging out. We even in I'm on the subway, it's a lot of male and female friends just hanging out, just being friends with each other. The thought that he wants to fuck her because he's a man is devaluing his respect for his friendship. Like, he may cherish that friendship because she may have been there for him, and you came up out of nowhere, started dating her. He had ample time to pursue her and chose not to. You may not have even been the first dude she's been with since they've been friends in that year or 6 months.
Look how many semantics you have to put on it. Look how many requirements.
But look how you skew the numbers with the 6 months. I can only go by what you present, Mike, which is
I'm just
6 months to a year.
Short-term friends, Chuck. I'm not talking. That's what I'm talking about. Not long-term friends, not years and years and years of friends. I'm talking about like.
So the man who's been friends with the woman for 10 years ain't looking at her like that.
And looking at her like what?
Like, man's trying to fuck. He ain't looking at her like that.
The dude that's been her friend for 10 years is not looking at her like he wants to have sex with her?
Yeah.
It might be.
So why is it a might with him, but not a might with the 6 months to a year?
Because they could have been natural friends.
They could have been.
That's why I said the long-term friendships, those could be real friendships. But most of the time, listen, I'm not saying that your anomalies and your minorities are not true. They do happen. Men do, like Rich. He has female friends that he's not having sex with. But on the balance of probabilities, most men are going to, if she calls and she's like, yo, I want to have sex, or me and what's his name just broke up, come over. Most men are going to be like, fuck it, I might as well. Like, that's what I'm saying. And I think that skews, how do you say it? Skews, yes. The friendship, because how can you don't want to have sex with your friends. I don't want to have sex with none of y'all. Y'all are my friends. But if I'm giving you advice and I kind of want to have sex with you, like a female friend, I'm giving her advice and I kind of would hit it. I don't think most men would give the perfect advice as a real friend, because they still have intentions on having sex with that person.
Girl would
I disagree.
Hold on,
that's fine.
He's actually on to something. But the reality, Mike, I'm not disagreeing with you. All I'm saying is that your girl would be able to decipher through that and weed through the bullshit. And I feel that when you have that insecurity and you feel the need to exude dominance over that scenario, you're taking the power away from your woman to be loyal and to be your woman. She could hold you down and show you ain't even got to tell me to get rid of this nigga, Mike. He already gone. I did that on my own. Allow me. That's how you build trust. If you just start demanding people exit her life, how is she going to feel that you trust her? How are you even going to know if you can? You just got rid of all the temptation.
That wouldn't be the woman for me then, Rich. Like, why?
That's my point. You just got rid of all the temptation. Now you don't know if she's trustworthy or not.
Why do you think most women don't want their husband or boyfriend having friends with females?
Because
they're insecure.
No, it's because they know that men want to more than likely have sex, and women won't care about
from insecurity.
From insecurity.
It's not an insecurity. Why does that doesn't
Mike,
make
we
sense?
went over the definition
but to know
of insecure.
Something, cool. The definition could be what it is, but to know
it's a
something,
definition.
But you don't know.
No, I said that.
But you don't know. But you don't know
something, Chuck.
You don't know,
Chuck. So all of these women know, they understand that men want to have sex with women.
Right.
That's why.
But if your guy is not trustworthy,
that's smart and that's real.
It's insecure. But it also
is real. Insecure. It's real.
It's insecure. It also is. It could be real, but that just means a lot of people have insecurities, and that's fine. Everybody has a level.
It's people like y'all that say insecurity and shame men for having standards.
No.
That's what women do. I'm
not shaming. First off, it's not. We're talking about. Hold on. We're talking about people in general. So this is not a male versus female thing. Having insecurities is normal, right? And some insecurities are healthy, right? Understanding that you have insecurities is probably the best part of it, because sometimes there's nothing wrong with being uncomfortable or having an insecurity, but understanding why you have that, it can drive your thought process. You now understand yourself better of why you do things and why you think this way. So being insecure is not an issue. But knowing why you're insecure,
it's real.
How you got there, right? So it's not. So nobody's shaming anybody for having.
No.
Everybody has them.
Y'all live in a fantasy. I'm serious. Like what y'all are talking about is not how life really works. It's not. I understand what you're saying. She should have to wean through them. It shouldn't even be that. Why? A woman knows. She knows who her friends should be, and having multiple male friends, even as a man having multiple female friends, it's not healthy, and it definitely cause problems. Why would that be healthy?
I agree. It's possible.
Why would it?
It's possible.
That makes no sense.
Just don't be a scumbag, and then it won't cause any problems. Don't try to fuck your female friends or male friends. Really? Then it won't be any problems. Keep shit platonic. Be trustworthy. Be trustworthy.
You're talking as if you have to speak in real.
Right. And I'm speaking
really
in real.
Gonna happen?
Most of society is not trustworthy, myself included, at a time in life, right?
And that's what I'm saying.
Most people aren't trustworthy. But I've been through enough now that I can speak from a situation where you should be trustworthy. And if you're not, that's not the way to be. So the problem is most of society wants to fucking just be scumbags and do what they want. And it takes a higher level of energy to be trustworthy. And people are lazy. They don't want to dedicate themselves to being trustworthy. Myself included, right?
Absolutely. So why put that around my
So we just gonna give everybody a pass to not be the best person that they can be? Nah, I'm not with that. So yes, have your insecurity, control who your person is around. But that is a weaker way of thinking. It is the lesser, you're requiring less mental capacity. It might be smarter depending on who your partner is.
Right. That would be the one for me.
Some people, you got to control them because they ain't got fucking self-control.
Just like if a woman came to me and she was like, listen, I don't like the homegirl that you have. It would be no problem for me to be like, all right, no problem. And it wouldn't be, oh, you're insecure. I would understand where she's coming from.
Yeah, but
like
then
you
now,
just said,
it's trustworthy. What if that girl meant what if you meant something to her where if she was about to jump off a bridge, Mike would be the one that she calls.
But my wife comes first.
I understand that. But you wouldn't feel some type of way if she wrote a letter like, yo, I was going through X, Y, and Z and I lost my friend. I really didn't have anybody that I needed in my life to talk to. So I jumped off this roof. But now you're reading it and you're like, well, damn, I got rid of her because my girl was insecure.
Yes, that would be horrible. Come on, Mike. That dramatic hypothetical would be terrible.
God forbid I ever need you for anything.
Yes. No. Well, you're a man, so you're fine.
Nah, you're fine. Who knows, man? Some stat might come out where we can't even be friends anymore.
I'm just saying, I understand what y'all are saying. I'm just saying on a balance of probabilities, I don't think it's a good choice, to be real. Like it's touchy.
How do you build trust in relationships?
What do you mean? The same way you do anything else, Chuck. And that just, like I said, my standard, just like if a chick is like, oh,
I didn't ask you.
You asked me a question.
Yeah, but you're talking about standards. I'm talking about one specific thing.
My standard.
How, but I'm just asking you, how do you build trust in relationships?
Time, actions.
Depending on that.
Yeah, depending on how her actions, how she's acting, how, how she reacts to things. Mm-hmm. The same way everybody else does.
So are you preventative on a new relationship, and are you quick to be like, I don't like you having male friends in that new relationship?
I don't think I say it right up front, but if I notice, I've never said it right up front. Nobody I've dated that I know of has had male friends for real, where they're really having conversations with them every day or just talking to them for real. Huh?
And I was saying it don't gotta be every day. But
no, but just in general, I don't think that I've had a girlfriend that had like a man friend for real. But yeah, like it just what did you ask me just now?
How you build trust?
Yeah, I answered that. But yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, you can call it what you want, and like I said, I think.
So what's your ideal woman then? Is she working? Is she beautiful? Is she churchy?
Well, that's a whole different conversation that we don't have time for. We'll get into that.
But because I feel, and like if you want that woman, a lot of times she's in a specific area where it could be church, where she's a lot more humbled and respectful to the standards that you present. But me and Rich been talking about the kinks and that lifestyle. So Mike, you bump into a woman and she's a kink and she's into a submissive and dominant lifestyle.
Kink.
Would you date in all genres of women, or would you lessen your space on what type of women you want? Because a lot of times, these I guess you would call free spirits, or people that are just into things that you may not be into, that may be the woman that you find. Are you willing to tell her eventually, because you're not going to tell her in the beginning that you don't like this lifestyle because it has men popping in and out, or you have relationships with short-term.
So you're asking me if I date a free spirit?
If you date somebody that's into like kink, would you tell her to stop doing it?
Like the leather joints with the pink ball type shit?
With the paddle?
It's not just that, but yeah.
Nah. Well, kinks
just that.
are basically non-conforming sexual. So like they're non-standard, right? So they're into things that say the normal, it's not your normal.
Yeah, like the nipple twisting and shit like that.
Either BDSM, swingers.
I'm good on that.
Submissive, dominance.
That's what you asked me. I was saying that no, right up front, I wouldn't say you can't have man friends. If I noticed that she had a bunch of male friends, I would talk about it. No, and I'm not dating. I'm not really into that. I had one girlfriend that was crazy with it, and it wasn't for me. So I'm not really into that anyway.
Nigga Mike was Ving Rhames in Pulp Fiction.
Yo. Nah, she was wild though. It wasn't that far, but she was into like the golden showers and the brown showers, and I was like,
what if she's just selling feet? Are you cool with that?
Would I be cool with my woman just selling feet?
Yeah.
It would be tough. I don't know because that's
been her source of income.
That leads to other things. If I met her like that and I'm cool with it, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
but what if it never led to other things? It was just a source of income.
Well, if it didn't, then probably not. But I probably would be. But I don't know. I've never been.
That's some shit you got to get into and see how you feel in the moment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Now, I was gonna say, like, when you got a girl who got mad male friends, when you meet her, like, it's a vibe, bro. Like I would look at her and be like, this one ain't, we not going to this. So I'm trying to tell you, like, it's not for everybody. There's some joints that I'm like, all right, I'ma just bust that in for a little minute and keep moving, because she ain't the type that can have male friends. And I ain't gonna tell her who she can and who she cannot have. So I'm gonna be temporary. And then there's some girls that, you know, like, okay, she went to college, she was in a fraternity, or she was in this social group, whatever, and she happens to have legit male friends, but she gives off an aura that you can trust her. And to me, I would build that trust and I would value it until she proved to me that it's no longer valuable. And then I would act accordingly. Not saying I would leave her if she cheated with one of her male friends or not. That's all stuff that's situational. But a woman in the beginning, you can kind of tell, like, all right, look, this woman ain't with the shits. She's not gonna just fuck Joe Schmo. And then you got another woman who like, yo, you got how many male friends? And you so free spirit, you like, all right, this one ain't, I'm not putting my eggs in this basket. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. And I'm out.
Regardless though, why would your woman need time, attention from another man when she has you? I just don't understand it. Because that's all he's giving her is time and male attention, time, security. They go out.
Maybe it's just a different vibe, Mike. Maybe it's a different vibe.
I hear you.
It's a different vibe.
Yeah, and her perspective.
Like, I don't watch anime. I don't watch anime like that. Maybe my shorty might have a dude like Chuck who he's her friend and they discuss anime. She can't talk about Dragon Slayer and she can't talk about that with me because
until that nigga put his Dragon Balls deep in her.
Then you know what? Then she wasn't the one. Then she wasn't the one. And then I'm gonna see if we could double team her. Like, yo, fuck it, you already. So
people
like
slip up too, man. People make mistakes, and why would you want to put them next to that mistake? I'm just all right.
Listen, I'd rather know than go my whole life not knowing, and then you get me later.
But Mike, are you adaptable? Because if you date a woman and you're basically saying she can't have male friends or no new friends, and she's in a certain lifestyle that you may not be into, or she likes certain things that you never did before, like Richard said, animes, book clubs, things like that. Would you get into those things? Would you start reading them? Would you start reading the mangas with her? Would you start watching the animes with her? Would you start reading the whole Harry Potter book, Game of Thrones, things like that? If she's into those type of things, but you're like, well, I don't want you to have these new friends that you read these books with.
But you gotta replace them. So you're not gonna be playing ball. You're not gonna be working out. You're not gonna be doing the shit you like because you're gonna be doing the shit she likes.
You want your woman bonding.
Yeah, man, you gotta get
bonding with another nigga over Harry Potter. That's what y'all want.
Yeah, she's an individual.
But, no, I'm asking you, would you do that?
If a nigga who
if her interest, like, all right. So more than likely, if a female or a woman doesn't have some of my same interests, we probably won't be together. But if it is things like that, yeah, I would have no problem, man.
Mike,
y'all trying to put like I get what y'all are saying.
If you lose your girl over a chapter in Harry Potter, you ain't shit, my nigga.
Yo, it happens, man.
You better be able to fight through that, cause like if a nigga smashing your girl over reading chapters in Harry Potter, you was doing something so wrong.
Mm-hmm. Like if you're worried, that's crazy. If you're worried about her,
it wouldn't happen though, because my sessions didn't have Potter with no other niggas, so I'm straight.
So when's your girl's next book club meeting?
Yo,
but I've said to Richard many a times, when I'm in a relationship, I don't have restrictions as far as her dreams and this, that, and third. However, like if she wanted to be a movie star, I'm supporting that dream. If she wanted to be a ballerina, whatever she wanted to be, I'm in 100% support of that.
Except the porn star.
If it's network, I got to network with these people, and those people aren't just women; those are men as well. However she wants to pursue her dream, she's going to pursue her dream. I'm in 100% support. I build a relationship of trust why, I'm not the one to be like, you can't do something because there's men involved. And I have an issue with you.
You straight with her having sex with other dudes. You said that before. Can we move on? Let's agree to disagree.
But I probably had more sex than you. So I've built
Chuck, but I'm not letting my woman have sex with other men and being cool with it.
I'm not letting her have sex. You're changing the narrative.
You don't gotta be cool with it, but that don't mean you're gonna break up with her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're definitely changing the narrative of what I said, because
it's cool.
Everything you're joking about, that's not what I said.
But we not
Go back to last episode.
We're not doing this for Mike. We're not doing this for Mike. We're not doing it for myself. We're doing this for the people out there listening who may be going through this, and hopefully they learn something. Hopefully they either got affirmation of how they feel, or hopefully they heard something that nobody else may have told them, and they could reflect on their own behaviors and be true to themselves. And if they want to work on things, hopefully they learn something here where they can say, you know what, I do have that insecurity and I don't like it. Let me work on that. Or hopefully they say, nah, I'm cool with her not having male friends or him not having female friends. And I'm gonna stand on that. And I can still build a trusting relationship and a successful one. So, hopefully it just sparks the thought. We can continue this conversation. Maybe we'll go on live. Maybe we'll go on live and we'll invite people up to say their piece. You know what I mean? We'll figure it out. But let's jump into
we gotta do it because I got.
What y'all want to do? Y'all want to talk about?
Yeah, we're gonna finish this off. I'm like I said, I'm big on not restricting any woman. I think women are in a position now where they want a certain amount of freedom. They want a certain amount of happiness. I don't think any woman wants to be in a situation where a man is holding any type of standards to where she can't do something. So I'm in huge support.
But women can hold standards to men and not do stuff. That sounds so wild.
But you can set. But like I said, a woman can say that, but you can set a tone to where, like I said, you can build a foundation on trust. So, but you are who you are. And when you meet that person, Mike, and that person can open you up to so many things, and that person can restrict you to so many things.
You know what the golden rule is, Mike? You know what the golden rule is? The golden rule is the person with the gold makes the rules.
Mm-hmm.
So if you pursuing a woman, she got what you want. She gonna set the standard. She gonna make the rules. That's just how it is. She don't want you. Hold on. She don't want you. Huh?
Rich. I have to marry her. I get on my knees.
I understand that. But what I'm saying is, if you are pursuing this woman, she makes
right. Then I just won't mess. That's what I'm saying. So I won't mess with her.
Right. Now, if a woman is pursuing you, guess who got the gold? You got the gold. So
and that's what I'm saying. Right. But still, even with that, if she said, I wouldn't want you to have.
Let's be clear. When it comes to courting and dating, the women got the gold.
Not all the time.
But I'm gonna use a word from your vocabulary.
Majority of the time, yeah.
They got the gold. And the man has to capitulate to the standards. The women set the standards of dating across the board. Men can fight it. Men can try to change it. As a handsome man who got his shit together, and you have women coming to you, you can set your own standards. So you won't be in the normal dating pool. But in general, women set the standard of the dating pool. Dudes will do what a woman wants as far as dating goes.
And that's the problem. So once you start putting standards on what you want and yourself, like they do, shit gets a little testy, like I'm doing right now. It's not good. Nobody likes that. When a man puts a standard on a woman. And they can do that all day.
You're shallow in the dating pool.
You're shallow in your dating pool. I'm doing exactly what they do. I'm doing exactly what I'm having standards, Chuck.
I don't know if I don't know
if I don't want to mess with a woman with multiple man friends, that's fine. Just like if a woman doesn't want to mess with me because I have a bunch of female friends, I wouldn't call her insecure. I'd call her smart. Because I'm probably gonna want to have sex with those women at some point.
That's the
point, but most niggas like don't, and that's what I'm saying. Like everybody's reformed now on the phone, but let's talk. Like stop.
Nah, niggas is reformed.
We understand, and I'm talking about most men. I'm not talking about a reformed man or a man that's And it's a bunch of niggas that go through some stuff and still do what they're gonna do. So it doesn't matter, and trust is be out the window a lot of the times.
Yeah,
but I hear what y'all are saying. We can't dwell on this. I really gotta go soon. So we gonna talk about Steph, or y'all want to save it? I gotta be to work at 12.
Well, this video got 5 minutes left, so it's up to y'all.
Really. It's
over. We could do another one. So what's today? Thursday? That'd be tough. What are y'all doing tomorrow? Like tomorrow morning? That niggas ain't what the fuck?
We're still recording, so like discussing.
Huh? Oh no, I can stop it. I can stop it if I said it's over. I can stop it.